Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to these messages, which are being shared with the intention of supporting the peaceful rise of humanity upon Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. So, as we connect, I'm feeling excited and a little bit anxious to share this message. So as we connect, just take a couple deep breaths. By the way, my name is Lisa Lyle, and this is my channel here on YouTube. Please do subscribe. I can be found on social media as Wisdom of the Heart, and my website is lisalyle.com. So there we go, starting to settle. A few more nice deep breaths. And just as we begin to connect, I'm first going to light some white sage. And working with the energy of the smoke of the white sage, intending and knowing that the sacred smoke supports the clearing of your personal energetic field. And I feel like we are being reminded at this time the importance of using the tools that we already have at the ready. It's like they're already there for us, and I'm feeling guided to say, yet some of us have used our tools as if they were disposable and could be, oh yeah, I've done that, and now on to the next thing. This is a time collectively where we are all being called, and since we last connected, so much has changed. And the energy is picking up. And, in, let's just, let me just do this because there's so much I feel coming through. And I really hope that through our connection, my words speak to your heart. And if you're not quite sure about the heart space, just placing your hand on this space in your body and feeling the somewhat accelerated beat of your heart. And through your breath, your sacred breath, restoring balance, restoring the rhythm, your unique rhythm. And if you are connected with these videos and you are watching me, without a doubt, you are here to support the upliftment of humanity. You are here to support the remembering of the Christ consciousness, which is rising and has been, it has been rising for 2,000 years. These are big times, and I feel really strongly guided to say that there's so much more going on than what is coming out through the airwaves. There is this underbelly, this dark, the underbelly, the shadow of society, which is really supporting the rise of this unstable fear-inducing energy. And, just breathe into right here and now, into this moment, and just see how easy it is for you to restore and realign with peace. And with that higher consciousness, knowing that everything is unfolding as need be. So I'm really guided right now. I can hear it like reverberating from my voice. So we're going to work with the singing bowl today for the root chakra. And I really feel that this is in order to support you in this moment, and hopefully to be able to carry it throughout your day, coming back to this moment where you feel your connection to the earth and feel how supported you are to your connection of the earth. This kind of planetary shutdown, if you want, is really a reset. And I find it incredibly interesting that it's taking place after Mercury went direct, where it was like this, I want to say, holding back, withholding of information. Now, all of a sudden there's all of this communication and all of this information and full stop. And instead of becoming overwhelmed, because there are a lot of reverberations, a lot of ripples that are going to, for a long time, reverberate out through time and space. And I have to say, this feels very, very positive. This feels very positive and empowering for each and every one of us. And in our own unique way and our own unique expression, I feel we are being called to get creative. We are being called to rest. We don't really have a choice, do we? Well, we do. You understand what I'm saying, though. There is a great opportunity for us here to reestablish connections to the energy of the mother, that divine, unconditionally loving essence, which is in all things around us. So taking a deep breath. Nice. So I just feel like I'm gonna start pulling some cards here and tune in with what would like to be shared with us at this time. And I'm really feeling the energy of our ancestors with us. And our ancestors want to know that as we are healing, as we are expanding, so are they. Even, like on the other side, that space that we don't, not everyone feels or connects with, not even everyone believes it, yet it is true. Lodge. Isn't that interesting? And the message on the card is ground. This is so perfect for this time. And this is what I was saying, feeling there are great opportunities in this call home, in this call to stay home, in this call to, and what can we do instead of viewing it as isolation? I've been jokingly referring to it as like solitary confinement. As a Virgo, though, that's really comfortable for me. That's a very comfortable energy, that hermit energy, that this is a real opportunity for each of us to, be nurtured by the mother within us, taking care of our needs, getting creative, using what's the abundance that has been, building up in our cupboards and in our pantries and freezers, and really like clearing the clutter and using what is available to us, and perhaps refining some skills or learning some new skills, baking, doing art, playing games, nature walks, this kind of stuff. Really, nurturing your heart. The hearth is what I'm hearing. And, keeping those home fires burning. And I have found a need over the last week or so to really refine the home space and really focus on keeping it clean and clear, supporting the rising energy and not the rising fear, because I don't feel into that at all. I feel it because I am an empath and I don't have to watch the news. I don't have to do anything to feel what's going on. And yet my main focus is being the calm within the storm through nurturing my connection to the earth, to the sunshine, to the night sky. Really focus on that and use this opportunity, use this time to rest. And really, when you feel yourself becoming anxious, because of, any of the variables, I want to say, like the finances, the this, I really honestly feel this is a global reset, and one that's going to be more supportive when we tune into our own heart space, not listening so much to the guidance of, the outside narrative, because there's a lot of untruth out there. Pay attention and keep yourself grounded. Don't get caught up in the, because we've seen in the last week, we have seen the underbelly really of humanity coming to the surface with this whole like hoarding energy. And it really, that energy is old. That is like an energy of lack. That's really what that speaks of. Like, come on. Get a grip. And I feel like that is, when I say that, there's a great sense of peace that kind of comes over me. It's like, relax. We got this. And now is an opportunity for us to live what we teach. To be the peace. And you know what? We all have a lot going on. We all do. Trust me. I know. I know. And one day I hope to share with you in a more expansive way my personal story, which is meant to support the collective story, to support the restoration of divine balance, heaven on earth, on this planetary realm, on this ascending, I want to say star we call home. And we do that through the grounding and the earth star chakra and our heart, and honoring all that came before, creating sacred spaces, altars, and doing that in nature as well. I know I have a few spots in nature that are, distinctly mine, and yet they are placed there. They are holy grounds, healing grounds where ceremony, where, healing and connection and energy is transformed. So take some time over the coming days within your home space, cleaning the home space, cleaning out the fridge, cleaning out the cupboards, and using what you have on hand, trusting that there will be enough, trusting that, you are enough, and you are loved, and you are taken care of. Oh, one more from those awesome ancestors. Oh, is this the right deck? I don't think. No, it's not. Well, you know what? Since I picked that up, and that came easy that time. Oh, okay. The Queen of Swords. And what I'm really feeling with this is like this Queen of Swords is cutting away through the illusion, cutting the cords of delusion, self-serving, and self-sacrifice, because this is about being in, and 7 to me is always the number of being in the physical experience, in the body. I'm guided to say being in responsibility for your experience and what you bring to the collective experience. Because I've said it before, and no doubt it'll be said again, what you do matters. I feel the energy of Archangel Michael coming in with this, like cutting the cords. So where do you need to disconnect? What limiting beliefs, what fear-based ideologies are you being called to release and let go of? And knowing that you're supported in doing that, and through doing that, new life is born. You take flight. We all take flight. As one rises, so do others. This is a time, there's a lot going on through the throat chakra. And again, with this whole energy that's moving across the planet, it is all about the lungs, and our lungs. If we look at trees, and the roots of trees are lungs, and trees as above, so below. And for many of us, there's been this collective breath hold. And I don't just mean just recently. I'm talking about for a lifetime. We have been collectively holding our breath, not really breathing into our experience, not really feeling supported in our experience. And yet here we are, and we are supported in more ways than many currently know. And we are here to grow and expand, and we do that through the breath of life, through the sand that we allow to run through our hands, because time is an illusion, and here on Mother Earth, it's very fleeting. It's and we are this, all of us here now are this front wave of the beings that bring to life the age of Aquarius, living of our dreams, not fantasy, living and dancing and playing in our imagination, our creativity, our connections that exist beyond this experience, that exist beyond this planet. Sea creatures, immersion. Well, we're immersed in it, folks. We are, right? And so many are immersed in emotions. And oh my gosh, the world's going to end. Chicken Little, Chicken Little. And what this is saying to me, I'm feeling the dolphin energy, and it's speaking about breath. It's speaking about our breath, and it's speaking about communication that that sound, the singing bowls, our voice. And this is what's transforming, and we are all rising to the call through the depth of our immersion process, the depth of our emotional experience, and the courage we have to rise above the emotional experience, because it does take courage, and it takes a whole lot of love. You guys, I know there's some of you that hear the song. I'm not even going to do it because I'd butcher it, and it's a great song. What is this? Is this the, what a visual. Whoa, what a visual. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is the Three of Swords. And what I feel and see when I connect with this image, there's a card from the Archangel Michael deck, and it's called Wounded Heart, the Blue Angel Oracle, the Wounded Heart card. This is what this is. This is what is healing at this time. And many of you who are connected with these messages have been on this journey for a long time. And this, I feel, the visual is really speaking about the intensity at which so many are feeling pain right now. So many are feeling pain, whether they're in that energy of lack and hoarding and greed and selfishness. This is another side of that too. This is like those who now do no longer have access to what they need. And why? There is no reason at all that anyone on this planet should be without the resources for our sustenance and our ability to thrive here. That's a given. And what we are seeing here, what we are being asked personally to do, is to again remove the wounds, right? Cut the ties that bind. Be willing to face your pain and heal yourself through nature. Go to nature to be healed. Nature's so beautiful. Is so supportive. And allow yourself to stop living within the wound. It's time to heal the wound. And it's a big wound. And, many of us are well on our way. We are on our way. We are doing great. So here we have that's the Ten of Swords. A lot of swords energy here, right? We've got the Queen, the Three, and now the Ten of Swords. This is a heavy burden that we are being asked to walk away from because we are the Queen of Swords. We are here to cut through the illusion, to heal our pain, to move forward on our journey, move beyond the pain, because beyond the pain is new life. New life. We have gained perspective through that inner journey, through the emotional waters, our own emotional waters. And, our own emotional waters right now, depending on how in tune we are with our experience, how willing we are along the way to deal with the emotional stuff, this is an opportunity for us to walk through. It is the walking through that supports the new life. Change, right? This here is it's a 10, but it's that one energy. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning. And yes, we are each being called to make changes. And we're each being called to nurture ourselves, our home, our communities in the way that we are feeling called, that supports us in being peaceful in our heart and walking peacefully forward, being the change and making the change that we are called to make. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, just a sec. Whew. Okay, let's see what animal guidance and support. Hawk and dragon. This is so perfect. This is so perfect. I'm at a bit of a loss of words because the visual is very clear. Continually, daily, moment to moment, breath to breath, we are each being called to see from the higher perspective, to see from the eye of love within our heart. Because we are re-establishing connection with the dragon energy, the elemental energy, the galactic, cosmic source energy that resides within each of us, within our hearts. We are the mothers. We are the keepers of our dreams. We are the seeds that came here now to be born and to be reborn and transformed through the density of the third dimension. And with each breath and each step, lifting ourselves, supporting our rise to the higher realms of light. Trust yourself, trust your vision, and know that the entire loving universe supports your ascension here on Mother Earth. Mother Gaia is rising, and you each are playing a very beautiful role in that rise, and for that I am eternally grateful. I'm going to share with you the guidebook messages about these two cards because they feel very special. I've been seeing a ton of hawks, always though. Watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, hawk sees clearly and intuitively. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, shift perspective. This dragon, this is like your dreams, that wise elder who sees all things from a higher perspective at all times through all timelines. Oh, dragon, seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep in our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eye sees beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of dragons stir the embers of intelligence within you. The dragon and the third chakra. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to see clearly, both the inner and outer dimensions. Well, my lovelies, it is now, check this out, and it feels like this connection, this transmission is complete. I trust you have felt loved and supported through our connection. I have loved and felt supported through sharing with you. So thank you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Let me know how this feels to you. And please don't forget to subscribe. If there's any way you feel I can help you through readings, intuitive energy sessions, please don't hesitate to reach out and tune in. Coming up soon will be an interactive reading that will be out probably within the next 24 hours or so to support you at this time, as well as the April horoscopes. I am beginning to record and connect with you for those. So thanks again for all of your support. I see you, I feel you, and I absolutely adore and love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.